guys, and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. So it has been a hot minute since I last filmed a video, and I'm very sorry. I was really sick with a cold last week. I hate saying I was sick with a cold because like a cold's nothing. Anyway, I had a cold and uni has just been like, whew, this past week. So I don't know if you ever read this little board that I have behind me, but basically this is all of my big assignments that have been due, and if you see them, they're all like, they go from October 2nd to November the 1st, and so that kind of gives you an outline of what this month is like for me. I have so many big assignments that I've been working on and doing, and slowly but surely I've been able to tick some of them off, which is like the best feeling ever. So we are getting to the sort of end of it now. I have 2 more assignments to go, and then starting on the 8th of November, I have my final exams at university, which is terrifying, and so my social medias might be a little bit quiet around this time because obviously I do have to give university a priority. I'm paying a lot of money to go there, and I've put in a lot of effort so far, so I can't just give it up now to embrace time with passions that I enjoy. My kitten is going to put me off so much during this video. But anyway, I won't speak about that any longer because you're here to watch the title of this video because I have some really big news. If you're following me on my social media accounts, which you should be, then you may actually have already heard of this on my Instagram stories, but I'm moving to England. Yeah, kind of soon as well. On the 28th of November, I will be leaving Australia and heading to the UK on a one-way ticket. And now my mum, she doesn't like me saying that I'm moving to England because she just likes to see it as an opportunity to find out who I am, and who knows, I might come back. But essentially, I'm moving to England. I don't really have any desire to come back here. I have been waiting for this since I was a child. Like, you guys don't even understand. I have waited and waited and waited for this, and the day has finally come, and I'm so excited. I actually did a really similar thing when I was 17. 2 weeks after I finished my year 12 exams, I hopped over on a plane to the UK, but I was only 17 at the time, and there's not much you can do as a 17-year-old. I was living with family, which I absolutely love my family, but I just felt really limited, and so I thought what I need to do is come home, get my degree, get an education, and then come back because it wasn't the right time. And so I did come back, and oh my gosh, it's being so cute. You guys just need to see this right now. Like, I can't not show you what is happening. How am I supposed to concentrate when this is all I can see? Oh my god, she's so cute. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm really happy that I did choose to come back and get my education, because now once I finish my exams, I have a degree under my belt, and I learned a lot when I was over here, but it is my time now to spread my wings and fly away. And it is kind of a little bit out of the blue. I always knew I wanted to do it, but I wasn't too sure if I actually would, because I was in a relationship and I had all these other things going on. And after the relationship ended, and when I realized that while I love my job, I need something a little bit more stable, I was like, I think it's time to go. I was so scared making that decision, and I didn't make any bookings until a week ago because I wanted to see my psychologist of all people, and I wanted to be like, am I okay to do this? But I know I'm okay to do this, and the first thing she said to me was, who am I to tell you that? Only you truly know that. And look, worst case scenario, if it gets too much, I'll just come home, and that's not a big deal. That's more so just learning something. But I think to myself, well, when I'm anxious these days and when I don't feel good, I have a lot of ways of coping, and I know it's not going to hurt me. And so I can't live my life thinking, why can't I do this? What if I didn't do that? And just, I can't live like that. I just need to go out and I just need to do it, and I need to see the world. And I'm so excited. So I will sort of give a background because everyone asks about it. I was born here, so I was born in South Australia. My mum was born over in the UK. She grew up in Brighton, and she actually came here on a working holiday when she was 21, and she met my dad, and they fell in love, and it was all cute. And then they got married, and she stayed over here. They actually couldn't decide for a really long time whether they wanted to stay in Australia or whether they wanted to move to the UK, but because my granddad over here doesn't fly, they decided it would be better to stay here so he can watch me grow up. And so because the year before my dad was born, his parents came over here on a boat, the 10-pound pom scheme, if anyone knows what that is, from Scotland. So he was born here, but his parents are from Scotland. And so growing up, we would always go over a lot. I was 6 months old the first time I went to England, and I went many more times again. I went when I was 3, I went when I was 5, I went 12, 15, 17, like I've been over many times. And so when I did go over up until I was 12, my grandparents lived in Brighton, and then they moved to Sheffield up north after that. And so that's sort of where I've been going for the last 10 years. But I've always felt just at home in Brighton, I guess because I spent a lot of my childhood there, a lot of my happy memories before I developed some of my illnesses and things like that. And plus, like, if you've been to Brighton, you know it's a stunning place. It's absolutely gorgeous. And knowing that my mum grew up there as well gives me this, I don't know, this like warm feeling in my heart. And so I knew that if I did want to go over there, I would be looking around that area. I did think of going somewhere completely new, like maybe Bath or Bristol, but I thought I think it's better for me to start somewhere I'm familiar with. And so I started doing some research, and I reached out to one of my friends, and we found an Airbnb just outside of Brighton in Hove that was good for me to stay in. So I will be sharing, so we booked it essentially for the start of December until the start of January. And I will be sharing the Airbnb with the host, but I've spoken to her and she's such a lovely lady. So I'm hoping that she lets me sort of do some filming in her flat. She will be out most of the day, but like if I'm doing like a vlog and stuff like that, I hope it's okay for me to speak like in her kitchen and stuff. I can't see why it wouldn't be. So that's my accommodation. That all got sorted out for December, and that happened last weekend. So that happened last Saturday, and I hadn't even booked my flights or anything at this stage, and it just all kind of, like, you know those things in life when every little piece of the puzzle just kind of all fits together in one? This was one of those scenarios. So that happened, and I started looking at flights, and again, I was so lucky my friend works at Flight Centre, Louise, shout out to you, and he was giving me so much advice and looking at flights for me, and we decided that it was best for me to leave on the 28th because that's when flights were the best. And I will be flying Qatar. Now, I've never flown Qatar before. I love Singapore Airlines. Like, if you've ever flown with them, they have such good service, such good amenities, but they're expensive because you pay for what you get, essentially. I have been flying Emirates the last few times, and my parents fly Emirates. They're good, but again, a little on the pricey side. Now, Qatar has just come to where I live, so I thought, hey, let's just do that. It was quite cheap. Never flown Qatar before, and I always get nervous about flying with new airline companies. I've heard nothing but good things, but if you've flown Qatar, please let me know down below what your experience was like, just so I know. So that'll be okay. So basically it is a 14.5-hour flight, I think, from here to Doha. I've never been to Doha airport before, but apparently they just got a really big upgrade and it's really nice. So I'm hoping that that's okay. I had a traumatic experience in Dubai airport. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And it has like put me off Dubai. So in a way, I'm happy I'm not flying Emirates. So I get to Doha, I have a 1.5-hour layover in Doha, which for some people, like my mother, that would give them like a nervous breakdown, knowing they only have like an hour and a half to get off the plane and get to their, excuse me, then get to their next gate and then get on the next plane. That would just give people a heart attack. For me, I would rather have that than sit around and do nothing, because that's when I'll be like, oh my god, like, and just start being panicky and weird. So she just always wants to make an entrance. Oh well, she wants to be in my videos, that's cool. Hey! Where was I? That's it. And then I get on another flight, which is about 7 hours, and I land in Heathrow. And now I was a little bit annoyed because I could only fly into Heathrow, and if you're from the UK, you know that Gatwick Airport is a little bit closer to Brighton. So what I've decided to do is I get in at 11 AM in Gatwick in London. So I have booked a hotel for that night. This is a smart tip from Aimee, okay? So especially if you're not a big sleeper on a plane like me, I will be absolutely knackered when I get there. So keep in mind that my flight from Adelaide is 9:55 at night. So I've been awake for that whole day getting stuff ready, a lot of nervous energy. I'm then flying for like a 23-hour period when you include the layover, and where I won't get a proper night's rest. Like, yes, I may sleep on the plane, but it's not sleep, you know? I then get into London at 11 AM. Now, if I were to spend that whole day traveling to my destination, which is what I would have to do if I chose to, I'd be dead. Like, I would not be a functioning human being. And so you have to be looking after yourself in these situations. And so I booked a hotel in London for that night. So I've just been saying so much. I hate myself. Anyway, I'm not gonna say so. I booked myself a hotel in London, which I'm going to stay in that night so I can feel a little bit better. So that, oh, I said so again. That way I get the opportunity to have a little bit of a rest, and they have a buffet breakfast the next day, and I'm all about the buffet breakfast. Then I can spend the next day slowly making my way to Hove in my own time. It's all just fit into place, like I said. Now I have to focus on finishing my exams. So they start on the 8th of November. I have 3, and they finish on the 15th. And then I have 2 weeks to organize my life. I think I'm gonna have to get a new suitcase because my suitcase is like big, but like not that big, you know? It's gonna be a whole new adventure, and I'm so excited. And what I'm most excited for is I'm excited to take you guys along with me, because I obviously won't be at uni anymore and I am leaving my job, and so I have so much free time on my hands. YouTube is going to be my absolute priority, because while I love like my Instagram and all my other stuff, YouTube's my baby. I love getting my camera out, and I'm happier to be in a place where I have the opportunity to collab with so many people. Guys, I have so many collabs that I've already organized for the UK. Like, you don't even know. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It's so hard because it's bittersweet. I really want to feel excited for this adventure, but also I feel really depressed about all the uni stuff I have to do. She's just trying to ruin this video for me, I swear. It's like a constant turmoil in my head. Just once I get the uni stuff over, that'll be really, really good. But I've had a few questions, and if you have more questions, leave them down below and I'll feel free to answer them. And one of them that nearly every single person asks me is, how do my mum and dad feel about this? So I'm an only child, and I live with my parents. To be honest, they're really excited for me, and they've helped me so much with this. Like I said, like, I don't think that my family's a conventional family, and I think that if I were doing this, say I'd never been to England before, both of my parents were born and raised here, I didn't have any family over there or anything like that, okay, then yeah, you can stress, like, I understand. But considering my mum did this exact same thing and my dad spent 2 months in Scotland when he was my age, it's kind of natural. It's something that we just do in our family, and so it doesn't even seem like a big deal. Like, everyone's like, oh my god, this is massive. I'm like, I get it, but it's kind of not massive for me. It's kind of something that we just knew that I would do, and I like that. I like that it's not a struggle for me. And a lot of people have been asking if I'm going to take the kitten with me. I think it's really expensive to take an animal with you, and plus, since I don't know where I'm going to be, I just don't think that's a good idea. So she will be staying here. Stop it. Stop it. She will be staying here, but luckily her and my dad have formed a very close relationship lately, so I don't feel bad leaving her here. Of course, ow. I say of course I'll miss her as she bites me. I'll just say, okay, maybe I'll miss her. You know, like, I can't not have an adventure of a lifetime because I love my kitten. It wouldn't be right. But what's gonna be good is that I will have a lot of vlogs coming out of things like what I'm gonna pack to travel with. And then, of course, I will be vlogging the whole journey. It's like a really weird thing for me. Vlogging is very therapeutic, and so I think that if I am vlogging during my travel time, can you please stop this? If I'm vlogging during my travel time, like when I'm actually at the airport and on the planes, I will feel very much at ease. Oh my god, go away. I will feel very much at ease because, like, it's like a reminder of, god, I don't know, I'm just rambling out. She's biting me. But yeah, so I'll be vlogging the whole time. Anyway, that's long story short. So look forward to those vlogs. I have Wi-Fi where I'll be staying as well, which is ideal, so I'll still be able to do what I'm doing. I have friends already that I'm going to connect with, and it's going to be great, and I'm so excited, and I can't believe it's happening, and I don't know when I'm going to get that, like, click that it's actually happening. I can't decide whether it's when I get on the airplane here or when I get off the airplane over there, so we'll see. But of course it doesn't feel real. It's like, for everyone else, life's just going to go on. For me, everything is changing, but it's exciting. And if all of this can prove to you anything, I hope coming along on this venture with me is going to teach you that you can do anything, and you're not limited by the conditions you have, because obviously I speak very freely about my mental health on this channel and on my social media, and anxiety and depression, and I'm willing and I'm ready to show you that it's not going to be rainbows, it's not going to be easy, and there'll be times when I probably wish that I didn't do it at all and I could just sit down in my room at home. Of course there's going to be times like that. I want to show you all that you can overcome that and become a stronger person on the other side. I truly think this could be the catalyst to my mental recovery. I just feel it. I just feel it. And I'm so excited to see what the future holds for me and what opportunities I can have. And I'm excited to take you all along with me. So like I said, if you have a question, leave me down below. If you're from the UK, let me know and we can organize some sort of meetup. I'd like to do a meetup, but obviously I don't have like the biggest following in the world, so maybe I'll wait until I grow a little bit more and then I'll do a meetup. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you made it till the end of me just rambling and hitting my kitten. I didn't hit her, I just scolded her. And I will see you in my next video. It's exciting, isn't it? It's a little bit exciting. All right, guys, over and out from me.